make your countertops look like granite for under $40? Well, put on an old t-shirt and let's get started. When I protect the cabinet, I usually take the plastic and I take the tape and I usually take the plastic and I make sure that I tape it 3/4 of the way down to protect the cabinet, because when we do the epoxy and that process, it has a tendency to drip. So we want to make sure we have a tight seal here, a tight seal here, and enough stackable tape here to protect our wall. And we will move on to the next step. And then I tape another layer of a plastic bag over the top, because this will help create my border, and then you have the plastic as the protection. Usually I use 220 sandpaper just to create a rough edge on the countertop, or to take the gloss away. You just want to create like a scuff mark on the countertop to let the paint stick to it. Make sure you get along on the edges and behind the faucet. I usually take the flour sackcloth and I just wipe off the dust, since we've already cleaned it and got the toothpaste dust or toothpaste.